you the town, and then that was it. But I'm on a bit of a roll now, so I'm gonna walk to that red rock at the back. I think it's about a 30-minute walk. So I'm just gonna walk there because I feel like I don't want to sort right now. I want to explore and just enjoy all these new places that I've never seen before, and I want to make the most of the day in that way. I might get organized later in the evening, or I'll do that at a different time. So this just goes all the way along there, and then what I also want to see is at that corner, I want to see what's left of it. Like, I want to see the water going in that, like, what's that called, maybe not an estuary, let me know if you know, like where the rivers go into the ocean, what's that called? Mouth. Thank you, Ambika. The mouth. Let's look at the mouth. So as an Exmouth, that makes sense. Thank you, Ambika. Oh, and look, the sun's around. So I'm gonna get a wetsuit. I've already had oh look, there's someone looking for metal with one of those metal detectors. That's a particular type of hobby as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a wetsuit. I've looked on Amazon and they're not really that, they're really, I've never even worn a wetsuit because I do like to swim, and I looked up the water temperature. It's about 8 degrees Celsius. So that's not warm at all. So I might try that. And they have a little surf thing at the back where I was at the beginning. They have a little cafe, and they have surfboards outside everywhere. So obviously people do go swimming here. And the water looks kind of clean, actually. I mean, I'll have to look at the water quality, you know? It's one of those things you have to, I think, check before you just jump in. But the landlord said you can swim here. So I'll try that out. More British housings and more palm trees. I like that. Do local fishermen provide for restaurants in the area? That's a good question, Laurie. I'll have to look that up, and I'll have to check that out. I've already had fish and chips, but I don't know if it was locally sourced or from elsewhere. But you know, with places like these, often you see like little oyster shops. When I was driving around the south coast a few weeks ago in March, there were loads of little oyster places and crab. So I'm sure they use the local stuff somewhere. I'll have to look into that, and I'll let you know, Laurie, because I really like seafood. So I hope there's a restaurant that has local produce, because that would be nice. I really like seafood. Do I have a waterproof phone? No, I don't. I just have a regular iPhone. I am having a really good time. Hi, Bryant. How you doing? Nice to see you. Bryant, I know you have been around for years and years, so it's lovely to see you, Bryant. I'm glad you're here with us. Hi. She-Hulk Yogi, having a good time? I'm great. I'm having a really good time. I'm enjoying this little walk. And you know, this is really going to be a great opportunity to just go on a walk like this, because I like nature, and I find repetitive things very meditative. So just like walking, if I wasn't just babbling my head off talking to you guys, if I was just walking and looking out to sea, that would really lull me into almost a trance, and then I can really just think about everything, and I feel like the sea breeze is blowing through my brain and cleaning it out. I love this kind of stuff. So I'm great, and I'm having a wonderful, wonderful time, and I'm so thrilled that I made the move back here. I don't know, you know, like at some point I wonder if I'm ever going to settle, or if I'm always just going to move every 6 months, because at some point, I mean, I don't have any roots, you know, I don't have a home country. It's just a different approach, so I don't really feel like I'm settled anywhere. we'll see what, you know, God has in store for me, because I'm 43 this year. Don't have a home really, a home base. And sorry if I'm bringing you down, but like, you know, relationship hasn't really much happened in the last few years. So I'll just see how it evolves. And just being here, I just feel much more optimistic. Even though, you know, I don't have roots. I did live in different places in the UK for pretty much 20 years. So the country I do feel much more at home in than Austria. Certainly the culture I get much more because I've been around it for like 20 years. You know, I know the lingo and I appreciate so much the sense of humor and just the outlook on life, that it isn't all so serious and some things are going to go tits up or belly up or whatever, and that's okay. You know, I really didn't resonate very well with the a lot of the energy, and I think it's me because when people are speaking to me in German, I always take it, I don't know, there's something about it that was very foreign to me and very unfamiliar. So just being here and talking to the people I've met on my little travels, you know, like the B&B people and the landlord and the local I was talking to at the beach yesterday, there's just an easiness, there's a familiarity, and maybe it's because my German isn't that great. They always gave me funny looks and it was never easy. It was like always like as soon as I opened my mouth, there was like the sense of the wall has gone up, you know? So just on that level, and I'm a little, I just need to settle. I'm unsettled at the moment. So let's see what you guys are saying. Wow, you kept your youthful. Oh, thank you, Marjorie. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm so happy as well. It really is beautiful. And the earth is my home. Just be, you are so right. Big blue planet is my home. It would be great to hear the forecast with the water in the background. That's a good idea. Okay, I might film one by the sea. I mean, I was thinking that might not be possible because it's always super windy. But I mean, I'm walking around here now talking to you guys and there's no wind at all. So yeah, I might even sit on this thing and film the forecast. How fun would that be? Try New Zealand. New Zealand, I lived in Australia. I studied in Sydney. And I never made it out to New Zealand, and it's so, I mean, again, I'm stating the obvious, but it's so beautiful. But again, I wouldn't really feel very connected. Like, I don't know the culture, you know? Like in Australia, I also felt, I don't know what that's about. Cultural alienation, is that a thing? Oh, look, you can see all the way. Wow, you can see all the different bays. It goes so far. Oh, I love this. I love this. Hi, when are you going to try USA? The thing, I would love to live in the USA. I would love to live in the States. I would love to live in San Diego. I'd love to visit Seattle. I would love to go to Rhode Island, where H.P. Lovecraft was from and wrote all his weird stories. I'd love to go to Maine. I'd love to go... I've been to Florida. But there's so many amazing places in the States that I would love to visit and live. It's the only thing that's always put me off with the USA is the paperwork, and that I'd have to get a visa and like all these things, and it wouldn't be guaranteed that I could stay, which I don't know why that's put me off so much because I never stay anyway. I move every 6 months anyway. So yes, maybe I will try the USA next. I am a wanderer, yeah, I do. I don't just ramble talking, I like to ramble walking. I like to just walk around. I'm a big walker. I like it. And you know what I mentioned earlier with the meditative, repetitive trance thing? I get that with walking and swimming. If I'm doing laps, my brain just goes into this flappy breeze. It is nice that we can stay in touch, guys. I'm so happy to be able to share this with you. Because like I said earlier, it's so nice to explore with other people and to share your reactions to things you've never seen. You know, when you're doing it alone, yes, I get to see it, but I think the reactions and the discussions around that are always really fun and interesting. Laurie, I appreciate your sense of wanderlust. I am able to see what O Thermistor would not. You are able to speak other languages and experience other cultures. How extraordinary. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Yes, that was one part of Austria why I thought it would be such a nice fit, because I spoke the language. You know, I've lived in countries like Holland, the Netherlands, and France, where I didn't speak the language. And that is, that can make... Oh, I just realized if I film the weekly, I'll have to stop for the trains going by. No, but with Austria, the language, I do speak I've adolescent kind of kids German. Not that great, but I can get by and I understand everything, blah, blah. So I thought it would be really easy. But there was still a sense of disconnect, really. And it is great to speak other languages. What I really want to learn is Spanish, because it just opens the whole world to you. So many people speak Spanish. And I did have, 8 years of French at school. And it is one of those Latin-based languages. So I think it might be a little easier to learn if you know something around that system. It does look beautiful. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm home again. Hi, Donna, nice to see you. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys, because some of you have been with me for years and I see your faces and your names and it just makes me so happy. And I hope you guys know how much I appreciate you, That's why I'm taking you along with me for this little sightseeing tour, because I really hope that comes across, that I really care about you guys, and thank you for watching my videos and for being part of this channel, because it's a big part of my life. It's not just a job. It's oh, look at these. And then with that green falling out. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you, Donna, in Minnesota. That's amazing. I've never been there. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think Jessica Lang lives in Minnesota. And I've always liked her very much. Well, you're loved if you're here in Australia. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Oh my God, that's amazing. You guys are so nice. Virginia, I would love to visit in America. Virginia is so historical, isn't it? Isn't that very much like where the beginning of the States and the history of it is very linked with that, I think. And I'd also like to go to Savannah in Georgia. I watched what's that thing called? Garden of Evil, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil or something? And that, I think, is set in Savannah. Hey, happy little dog coming to see us. So there's so many amazing places I would love to go. Where else? Let's see. San Diego is my hometown. Hey, Lola, I would love to visit your hometown. San Diego seems like a dream, like the golden... Oh, it's just, to me, like California or the West Coast is so... It's still got an air of mystery to me because I've never been there. And you just moved from Rhode Island to Florida. Oh wow, you've been in two of my dream destinations. Good for you, that's amazing. Laurie, I was born in San Diego, lived in California, Washington, now on your East Coast. Oh wow, you guys are so lucky. Just enter through Mexico. I see. Good tip, Jackie. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, SJ. Thank you for welcoming me to Devon. I'm very pleased to be here. Very, very pleased to be here. Beyond excited. I love it. New England region. It was a culture shock for you. Oh, really? And that's what kind of draws it, because the writer I mentioned, he did not sound like a fun time in his personal life, and the stories are really gloomy and dark, and so that seems to match what you just said in terms of the cultural outlook. You see, so there is something to that. You do feel kind of, I need to come up with a word for that. The cultural energy a country or a place gives off, and how that impacts the person going in there, and whether they resonate with it or not, and whether they then can feel like they could stay there or not. That's a really interesting essay topic. I'd love to research that a little bit. You Google mapped my area. Thank you, Adria. And it's so beautiful. Thank you, Adria. And isn't technology great that I can share this with you guys and you can just look it up and see what it's like? Stuart is born in New Zealand. Fiordland, if I'm saying that right. Fiordland, sorry. Deep South, Lake Now. Sorry. Check it out. Cheers. Okay, I will. Thank you, Stuart. Where's your next destination to travel? Well, do you know what? I just got here. Like, I just moved in yesterday. So I need at least a few months. Hello. I need at least, a few months. I just want to, get a bit settled. Oh, look. We've just stumbled upon a lovely beach. I am going to get a wetsuit now. I'm going to go swimming in this. Because I love to swim. I don't mind the cold. Marsha, hi Marsha. So nice to see you. Marsha, I was just saying there's a couple of people on my channel. When I see their faces and names, I'm just so happy that you guys have been with me so long. And I feel that this is more, and I'm sorry if I'm getting too soppy, but it's more than a YouTube channel to me. Like, I've known you guys personally, many of you, like, for years, and it's just such a nice, wonderful thing we've built together. So Marsha, it's wonderful to see you, and I'm glad you're enjoying this little tour. Although this path isn't that exciting because it's just straightforward, but I think once we get there and look around the corner, it'll be better. Marsha, you do speak Spanish. Not that hard. Good. That's encouraging. Love you back. Duolingo. Listening to music and watching novellas helps with Spanish. Okay, I watched, you know who I loved who spoke Spanish? Was Walter, not Walter Matthau, the actor. Walter Mercado. And I watched that documentary on him. He was a Puerto Rican, I think, Puerto Rican astrologer, and he was he was just a wonderful, I think he was a wonderful spirit. I really warmed to him. Let's see, hi there. Please shoot in landscape. Okay, shoot in landscape. Orientation is locked, rotate the device back. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll have to do that next time. Oklahoma, fried foods and donuts. Yeehaw! It's an odd mix of beach and trains. Okay, someone said I should do landscape, so I'm almost there. So to do it properly, I'm going to end this live and I'm going to come back in 1 second with landscape. You're right. Why didn't I do that? I always film landscape. Why didn't I think that? Austin and Tulsa, both places. Is it really windy? Oh, thank you, Jen. Yes, I mean, all of the places. There's so many wonderful places in the States. Heina Rumol. Hello. Sorry if I messed up your name. Greece. I've never felt drawn to Greece. I just want to read your comments before I end. I don't want to miss anybody. You're in LA, Bryant. Hi. Finland. You're in Finland. God, people from everywhere. Love it. I saw it so bright and full of light. Okay, good. No, I'm really delighted to be here. It was just, once this whole thing is behind me a little bit, I might get more into detail and give you the story of all the things that happened to me in Austria, but it's a little early days. I need to process some of it still. Thank you for sharing the adventure. You're very, very welcome. Okay, guys. So there's Hannah. You're a shameful non-Spanish speaking Mexican. That's so funny. I feel, the level of Spanish I know is also shameful. Hola, hasta mañana, hasta luego. It's ludicrous. I need to learn some more. Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut this off. Come back in landscape so you can see the mouth, Exmouth. You can see the mouth properly. I will be back in 2 seconds.